Merry Christmas. Oh, this is a beautiful thing, right?
Yep.
A lot of years. Looks great. We have a ton of kids there.
They're not gonna go outside. Merry Christmas, Santas.
Happy holiday time.
All right.
Get the tree looking proud.
Ho ho.
Let the bells ring out. We'll be singing aloud, though it's cold and snowing. Place a star on the tree.
Hi, Merry
When
Christmas.
you arrive, Santa will be on time. Holiday deliveries come to girls
Merry Christmas.
and boys, but they better be good all through the year. Happy to greet with an open heart. Another year, a brand new start. It's the greatest time of the year. Happy holidays. Hilltops turn white, oh starry night. In only a couple of hours, it's Christmas, the world is a song. Ding dong, gather round.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holiday time.
Merry Christmas.
Get that tree looking proud.
Mind if I just walk
Let
along
the
here to get
bells
like a
ring
clip?
out. Ho, ho, ho. We'll be singing
Thank you.
aloud, though it's cold and snowing. Place a star on top of the tree. It's
Merry
the
Christmas.
greatest time of the year. Got a belly full of holiday cheer, like Santa
Merry Christmas.
flying high
Hi.
on this wintry night.
Merry Christmas.
And I wish you all
Merry Christmas, everybody.
happy holidays. Happy holidays.
This is Samir Ketan today, and it's 2 days after the beautiful Christmas party we had in Dr. Maloney's office, and the weather was very nice, and the people came, and almost with like 1,000 children collecting the toys and the trucks, and a lot of gifts came from many other people, and they were waiting since 4:30 this afternoon, Friday evening, and we start giving them the gift around 6:30, and they line and stayed the line all the way to Mamaroneck Avenue, around the blocks, and they kept on coming, and we had a lot of volunteers. They're all good people, and they all have the knowledge to be good with the kids, and the kids were smiling, and the gifts was really nice. And thank God the weather cooperate, and it was a little cold, but was pretty good. And we've been advertising for this party for the last 1 month at least, and we're saying in December 16 is going to be in the front of Dr. Maloney's office. That's 144 East Boston Post Road. And we said to everyone, if it's possible when you go shopping for your children and you find in your heart to give some for the needy children, you just drop it off at Dr. Maloney's office. And thank you very much for everything, because you came through, and the party was very successful with all the volunteers we have. And we have 8 to 10 Santa Claus lady dressed nicely, and they were on the windows.
A lot of men too this year.
And men, we have men also, and they all dressed nice, and they were waving. We opened all the drapes and the windows with seeing far away. They waving their hands and say hi to the people and everything. and that was a very nice evening. And I do appreciate, and I will repeat again to say thank you to NBC, thank you to everyone who donates some gifts and stuff for the needy children. Dr. Maloney was very happy when he saw the people coming in and collecting the gifts and saying, "Merry Christmas, Doctor. Thank you very much. This is one of the millions. Nobody does that, really. And you do that every year. You never miss. And you have the right volunteers and the right people. And all the gifts comes in from Money Corporation. Thank you very much for everything." And I wanted to add something to this. After the successful party, we have to add some. We have a clinic on Friday night, so it's from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, registration at the church. And we have all volunteers working there. We have nurses, we have blood taking nurses also, we have registration ladies, and we all waited for you to come in. If you come into the church between 5 and 6, you'll be registered, and we will take care of you in any way at all you can. And we give you whatever you need, and you wait for the doctor to come in after, and he will give you a full examination, and you get the stuff you need. That's for our clinic on Friday night, really. And I have to say again to the police department and all the members of the police department, they came in and they really put the time in to control the people and make them in line and let them come little by little to collect their gifts. And the fire department were very nice. They brought the big truck and the small one, and they have the light on for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And Dr. Maloney have certain Christmas music was playing on top of his vehicle. And the sounds of Christmas was all over the friendly village of Mamaroneck. I really, really, it was a beautiful sign and beautiful setup in the front of his office. And I mean, I never saw anything like it. We have it every year, but this year was really nice. And the gift came from all the corporation. Very nice people, and we appreciate that, and the kids and the family of those children do appreciate that very, very much. I have to thank you again, and I mean it. And we have a nice lady here. She want to say hello and a few things to you. Nancy is in charge of the office for Dr. Maloney, and she does a wonderful job here. And I'm gonna give her the micro, and I think you're gonna hear from her good things what happened Friday night. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Samir. Yes, Samir just told you, you're going to see in this film, there's footage from the party, the annual Christmas party that Dr. Maloney gives out the gifts to the needy children. Once again, I just want to reiterate what a kind and generous man Dr. Maloney is. He's been doing this for well over 25 years. Each year it grows and grows. As Samir said, there were about 1,000 kids this year. And it was pretty bitter cold. It wasn't that warm, but if you were dressed for it, it was okay. The children waited in line with anticipation, as they always do. The office was incredibly beautiful, with all the Santas in the windows waving to the children. The children responded immensely happy to see the Santas and to get the gifts. We wanted to thank individually. I can't tell you how many of you came into the office with a gift, or 2 or 3 or 5. You really responded. We're hoping that these films are the reason for it, because that's why we do them. So many of you came in and brought gifts. It really brought tears to my eyes. Our gratitude is unspeakable. You came through with flying colors. Every child received many gifts, as usual, and no one went away empty-handed, as usual. And it's all because of the response of this wonderful community we live in, the friendly village, as Samir likes to say. You absolutely came through with flying colors. The gifts were incredible. Thank you so much. And again, we wanted to thank NBC and their participation in this toy drive and how they help us out each year. There were some wonderful Hess trucks, which are hard to come by, and 500 children received those. But more than that, the individual effort of our community to come in with gifts each and every day for the months that we've been doing this. We've been doing it about 3 months, Samir. I think we started in September, and asking you to please bring toys to the office, and you guys came through like I can't believe. Thank you from the bottoms of our heart. We couldn't do it without you. You pull through for us every single year. You came up with incredible gifts this year. I was in awe of how incredible they were, how thoughtful and kind they were, and how you really thought of a child, and how they would appreciate and love these toys that you brought in.
Bags
And-
and bags came in. Really, these people, you got to be really the nicest ever. Those bags were given to the kids. Everyone you brought in, they were happy. They made a lot of kids happy, believe me.
1,000 of them. And, like we say every year, we can't do it without you, and we mean it. And you came through. You really came through, and thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you. We really couldn't. We do get this help from NBC, but without our community chipping in and taking care of our own needy families, that's how we show we care about each other. And you all deserve a pat in the back, and I hope you're feeling the joy of giving. And I know you are, because you really came through. And Dr. Maloney can't tell you how happy he is and how appreciative he is that so many of you came by with toys and gifts for the children. And we wanted to thank you again. And as we've reminded you before, it isn't just this couple of weeks before the party effort. We do accept toys all year long. When you got 1,000 kids or more, it's something we can't pull together in a week or two. And so, like I said, if you're ever out shopping and you think, oh, St. Rita's, please pick something up all year long, drop it off at the office. We'll store it and give it out next year. And thanks again, once again, for what you did for us. Samir alluded to the clinic again, and of course that's why we're here. St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic, again through the kindness and generosity of Dr. Kevin Maloney, each Friday night at a local church. If you're in need of health care, don't have insurance, have no way to get to a doctor during the day because you work, this clinic is held in the evenings, 5 to 6 registration. That's 5 to 6 p.m. Doctor comes right after that, and everyone is seen. No one is ever turned away. If you're in need of medical care, everything you need will be taken care of right there at St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. And if you need information on when and where it is, it's on Friday evenings. Again, registration 5 to 6. You can call the office at 914-381-2091 after 7 p.m. I'd be glad to fill you in on the details of where you need to go and what you need to bring, which is basically nothing because no questions are ever asked. Again, I say, please, if you're watching this and you know of families or individuals who need health care and have been putting it off and can't get it, can't afford it, this is absolutely free. No charge ever for anything that's given out or done at the clinic. It's absolutely free. We rely on the goodness and generosity of donations from the community, which also pulls through for us in that regard. And no volunteer is ever paid. It's strictly a volunteer effort. Dr. Maloney volunteers his time, as do all the other volunteers, and no one is paid. So there's really no need for money except for the occasional buying supplies that are needed for health care. So if you'd like to make a donation, that can be sent care of St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic to Dr. Maloney's office at 144 East Boston Post Road in Mamaroneck, 10543. Again, please spread the word that this clinic exists. Come and use it if you need to. If your children are being held out of school because they haven't had the vaccinations, there's a few new ones this year, and the schools are putting down on them now that the children can't come to school if they haven't had the vaccines. So they're giving. We have the vaccines. The schools are giving notice to your children that they can't come to school. The clinic's held on Friday evenings. Just send them over. Bring them over. They need to be with an adult. Bring them over to the clinic, and they will get the vaccines for free. Their papers will be marked that they had it, and they can return to school. Please don't let your child miss school because you can't afford a vaccine, or because you don't have insurance, or because your regular doctor can't see the child for weeks, which has been happening, we've seen. So the clinic is there Friday evenings. Please send the children, come with them, and anyone needing a work physical, and really anyone who's sick in any way. You got a sore throat, you're coughing, you're having chest pain, whatever it is, we're there to help you. And all these wonderful volunteers each and every week take care of everyone, get them ready to see the doctor when he shows up. And he examines and takes care of every single patient who's there that evening. And no one ever turned away. And that's why we're asking you to please spread the word. The more the merrier. We want to take care of as many people as we possibly can. So please let everyone know St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic exists. As far as we know, it's the only free, truly free medical clinic around. No questions asked, no payment at all. And it's there to serve you, the public. And please spread the word. Let everyone know that they don't have to go without health care because they can't afford it. It's getting exorbitant. Even the people with insurance are experiencing very high deductibles and co-pays. They don't have to worry about that. They can just come to the clinic. No questions are asked about insurance or payments or anything else. So please let people know that we're there, and if they're sick or if they need health care and they need physicals and whatever, the children need vaccines, that the clinic is there and it's there to take care of everyone. With that, I'd just like to say that we had a very, very successful Christmas party this year. The office was, as usual, decorated to the hilt. The Santas were really jolly this year, waving to all the children. The children were so responsive. The cars coming by, couldn't believe it. And with that, I just want to say why it was such a success. First of all, because of the magnanimous Dr. Kevin Maloney, who always comes through, always has this party every single year, has his clinic every single week, and he does it because he loves it. He loves children, he loves his patients, and you won't find a doctor like that anywhere in the world. He's reminiscent of an old-time doctor who did house calls and knew all about your family and everything else about you, and that's Dr. Maloney. And this couldn't have happened without his spirit and generosity being spread to all the volunteers. And with that, I'd like to say thank you to every single one of the volunteers who came and helped out, particularly the Mamaroneck Village Police Department. They absolutely came through as usual, all of them on their off time, also feeling the generosity and goodwill of Dr. Maloney. They come because of his spirit and to show their gratitude to him. And they came through with flying colors. There were many of them. They helped give out the toys. They helped bring the toys outside. They took care of the traffic situation. They took care of crowd control as usual. The fire department also, we can't thank you enough, helping with the traffic control, with having the trucks here, which really delighted the children. And the DPW who came, marked the streets off for us, who helped out with cones and lines and ropes and everything. And every single volunteer who came. You're all community members. You all came because of the spirit of Dr. Maloney. And we wanted to thank you from the bottoms of our heart. Without the volunteers, this event would not be possible. You can imagine the chaos of 1,000 children in line with their families. It's about 3,000 or 4,000 people standing in line on a cold, cold night. And it's possible because all these volunteers are here spreading the joy, spreading the merriment of the season, and keeping everyone in line. And it's an incredible event to behold. If you happen to have driven by, as many people have told me over the last day or so, they said it was just unbelievable to see how organized it was, how beautiful the office looked, how the music was blaring beautiful carols and everyone could hear them. And again, you know, I've said drive by one time and see what you're donating to, as you so generously do, and you'll see how great it is. It's just an incredible event. And again, we all want to thank Dr. Kevin Maloney, who's just his spirit is with us all and who inspires us all to donate and volunteer our time to help him out with this effort. And we want to thank all of you in the community who have helped us so wonderfully throughout the years. Please keep it coming. And remember, we do accept the gifts all year long. The toys can be dropped off at the office anytime. You've been told the times and everything before. It's basically Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 6. You can do the same thing. I used to say 9 to 12, but I'm actually here. So it's 9 to 6 and pretty much 7 days a week. So if you have any questions, please call the office. Please do that after 7 p.m. weekdays, 914-381-2091. And if you have any questions at all about the clinic, we also do accept monetary donations. We do have to buy supplies and need that for the clinic. We do need that support also. So if you're so inclined, they are tax deductible, as are the gifts. And please be generous and donate a check. You can mail it to Dr. Maloney's office, care of St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic at 144 East Boston Post Road, Mamaroneck, 10543. And again, we wanted to really thank you for your generosity and support of this endeavor, both the clinic and the Christmas party. And I think Samir has a little more to say.
Yes, hi, this is Samir again. Number one, I have to say this. Without Dr. Maloney's, we will never have Christmas party every year. We will not have a clinic, free clinic for the needies every Friday night. So the guy on top is Dr. Maloney. Whatever he says, it goes. And God bless him because he approved a lot of stuff. And then the volunteers like him and love him and do anything to appreciate what Dr. Maloney did. As a matter of fact, he does. A year and a half ago, I got sick. I could not come to the office. You know what Dr. Maloney did? He got in his car and went to my home. And that was really, you know, my body goes like this when these things happen, because doctors don't do that these days, but he does. And God bless him, he does. And you should see him Friday night when the party was going on, when the people lined and line to come in and collect. He said, Samir, give them the gifts. I said, Doc, I'll give them everything we got here. Look at them. They beautiful creatures. Look at these eyes. Look at you in the eyes, doctor, saying thank you. And really, you have to start to cry because it's a very, very efficient things here going on. And it's all Dr. Maloney's way. So again, I got to thank everybody who came to volunteer for us, for Dr. Maloney's, and be around for at least 3.5 hours in the cold, giving gifts to the children and their mothers, holding them and coming in. And really, we did a wonderful job. And we had a lot of men and women dressed for Santa Claus in the windows in the office, the top one and the bottom floor. And they waving to the people. And many cars were passing by and stopping to look and see what's going on. So the cops at the street said, don't go through an accident. Keep on going and slow. Look up. And, you know, it was really something to everybody to see. And on top of that, I have to thank all the people who sent their gift to the needy children to the office of Dr. Maloney. They all were under the trees, downstairs, upstairs, everywhere, in bags. And we worked to take them all out at that night, Friday night, and keep giving them to the kids, to the girls special, to the boys special, and other gifts, another gift, another gift. It's really, they cannot carry the stuff no more with two hands on the top of their head, but they were very happy. And thank you to the corporation who sent all these gifts. All the historics comes from NBC, and they are wonderful people and wonderful things they did, and that will be appreciated very much. We served over 1,000 children that night. I mean, over 1,000 children. You know, it's not easy to have those kids with their parents standing since 4 o'clock, 4:30, Friday afternoon, throughout the night till 8 o'clock, 8:30 to collect the gift. They know before Christmas, Dr. Maloney will have his party, no matter what. And we were advertising it and talking about it for the last, like Nancy said, 2-3 months, for the people to hear about it and let the word pass. And it's happened. They all came and they all well known. As a matter of fact, I saw a couple of waitresses from one of the diner where sometimes I get my eggs and bacon, and she said to me, "What's tonight? What's going to be, 2 eggs and bacon?" I said, "No, tonight is going to be gifts for your children and for the boys, a nice historic. This way they be happy, they have good Christmas, and Dr. Maloney will be happy to see them happy." That's all I can tell you. It's a successful operation from top to bottom, and we're going to keep it like this. And we collect gifts and things for needy children all year round. Anytime you wish to leave anything in Dr. Maloney's office, please do. We open every day, and I'll give you the phone number to call to make sure. It's 914-381-2091. And you call after 7 o'clock. This way, we'll be taking care of the patient, and we're ready to receive your call. We will tell you the address is 144 East Boston Post Road. You come in, you leave your whatever you would like to leave for the kids. Fine. If you have a lot more and you cannot bring it in, just when you call on the phone, just say, "I need somebody," and Samir will get in his car and go to your home and pick it up, or to your store or whatever, and bring it in. Don't forget, all year long we need to have this, to have successful party in December, 10 days, 2 weeks before Christmas. And after that, after the holiday over, we have to remind you, you can come to the clinic. St. Rita's free clinic is in the church on Friday night from 5 to 6 p.m. And the registration is done right there on the premises. You don't need nothing, just answer your phone number, your name, and where you live, and you'll be served free of charge. All the nurses take care of you. All the injection you need from the school will be taken care of. All the weight and the blood will be taken care of. You receive it the night after the clinic. Every Friday, you get the result of the blood. And the doctor will come after that, Dr. Maloney, and we'll line you in line to see him, and he takes them, no matter how many is in there, they all get to see him, and they all get to be examined by him and be given what they need. If they're sick, if they have sick, if they, whatever, they have a cough, they have a chest pain, they have whatever, it will be taken care of. Just remember, from 5 to 6 on Friday night at the church, and then we'll be there for you. You come, you see me when you step in, and we let you start registration and be on your way. And just thank you very much. and you don't have to have insurance. The insurance is not needed. Just your name, where you live, and your address, and that will be taken care of. Okay, thank you again for everything, and thanks again for all the volunteers in the clinic and the Christmas party. And thanks again for the fire department with their light and the trucks going on all for 3 hours. And thanks for the police department and the sergeant and the chief and the cops. They were really fantastic. I tell you, you never have any better police department than that. This is why Mamaroneck is the friendly village. You better take my word for that. Okay, thanks again, and God bless you. And here I'm going to give you my friend here, Nancy.
Okay, just to recap, Christmas party again was a wonderful success. Thank you to the police department, the fire department, the DPW, particularly John George from the New York State Courts, all the wonderful volunteers who appeared, Samir, and all the other volunteers from the clinic and from the office and from the patients, everyone who helped out. We couldn't do it without you. The children who came, God bless you all. We hope you're all happy with what you received, and we hope you have a wonderful Merry Christmas, as we do with all our community watching. And we want to thank you all for supporting us so wonderfully throughout the years, especially this year. The gifts were incredible, and please keep them coming. And remember that they will be accepted year-round. You don't have to wait until a week or so before Christmas. It was such a total success, I can't describe it. Once again, thank you to Dr. Kevin Maloney, whose inspiration has guided us all throughout the years, and who truly loves the children and loves his patients, and that's why all these things happen, the Christmas party, the clinic. The clinic available year-round, closed for the summer, but the rest of the year it's open. Registration 5 to 6. No documentation needed, just show up. Everyone accepted, no payments required, totally free. Free medical clinic. Please pass that word along and let anyone who knows who needs medical care to please come. That's why it's there. With that, I'd like to say this is Nancy Finelli, your roving reporter from St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic, with my pal here, Samir Caton, saying good night. Thanks for watching. Keep the donations coming, and thank you so much for your support. Take care. God bless.